So we talked about the questions you should ask about podcasting. That's all great for getting into podcasting, but for us entrepreneurs, business owners, authors, experts, speakers, it all comes down to one thing: show me the money. So how does someone monetize this?
Yeah. Well, when I started my show, I had a plan, a loose plan for monetization. And I think you do want to have at least an idea of how you're planning on monetizing your show. There are lots of opportunities that range from affiliate links to selling sponsorship and advertising. Those depend on the traffic, the number of downloads that you get, that sort of thing. But for me, this is all about teaching and training other people. So courses, they're going to be a big one. What I'm going to be doing is taking the shows that have been most popular, I'm going to be turning them into deeper training programs, bringing in experts and bringing in my past guests to really go deeper into that subject area. So there are a lot of ways for you to potentially monetize your show. You want to have a general idea, and then you want to be open. When I was originally thinking that in about a year I'll teach a course on podcasting. 3 weeks after I launched my show, I had a dozen people asking me to teach them how to create a show like mine.
Yeah.
So I had to ramp up my intention to create a course. Then I got an opportunity to record 2 commercials for the website hosting giant HostGator. They were a past guest on my show, and they came to me to ask me to record these commercials. The value of that is tremendous. There's no way I could have afforded that. Right?
Wow.
So that has genuine dollar value and intangible value as well. So you can sell your actual services. You can sell sponsorships to your show. You can have affiliate links. You can then take the content of your show, turn it into courses, books, and other materials, so you can really then monetize as much of your work as possible, so you can build this sort of information empire, if you will. And I know your plan is a little bit similar to that, right, John?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to do one thing, and we're going to turn it into a multitude of different types of delivery models. So from this show, we'll cut and edit, and we'll turn it into an audio podcast. It'll become a video podcast. We'll cut clips of it out for distribution. Everything you hear will get transcribed. We'll create blogs. We'll create articles. And we'll put a compilation of all this stuff together. And we'll actually create several books from all the different shows. So it's doing one thing, but creating 3, 4, 5 different things out of it that will actually help accelerate your authority. Hence my title, hence the name of the show. All about authority acceleration. So it's what time frame do you assign to that and to do all of that stuff. So for my purposes, for my goal, I've assigned a 90-day time frame to, which is a very, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm only in episode 2, I'm thinking 90 days, how am I ever going to do all this stuff in 90 days? But that's the plan, is to just do this show 5 days a week and create all of this information, products, distribute it, and use it in different platforms, because you're not always going to reach people by video. You're not always going to reach people by books or by podcasts. So if you can do all these different things, you can reach people in a variety of different ways.
Right, right. People consume information differently, and one of the downsides to being a solo professional is that we only get paid when we do work. Yeah. So to be able to then leverage and monetize an action that we take and create some additional stream of revenue is really, I think, the secret to true wealth building when you are a solo professional.
Amen, sister. You're preaching to the choir when you talk. Because I come from, educated in real estate investing. And, I first get into it following the Kiyosaki strategies, which is all about, it's not just about real estate, but it's also about entrepreneurship. It's about creating assets, and assets could be information products. Assets could be a show like this. Assets could be books. Assets could be real estate. So there's a variety of different assets. So the more assets you create as an entrepreneur, as an individual, as a business person, the more multiple streams of revenue you're actually going to have.
Amen.
So do you have anything else that you want to share with us, Winnie?
Three quick keys to a
Okay.
profitable podcast, okay, real fast. The first is message. You absolutely have to be focused on solving a problem that people recognize they have and that they actively search for a solution for. Second is market. You have got to be talking to a clear audience, and this is the biggest challenge that entrepreneurs face. We hate to put a line in the sand and say, okay, I'm talking to you, right? But you want to have this delicate balance between a big enough pizza and then a narrow enough slice of a slice.
Yes.
So you have a big enough topic to generate ongoing content for, but that it is focused enough to really resonate with people emotionally and cognitively as well. And then third is money. Podcasting isn't free, so you need a budget to be able to do that. You need to use your money very wisely, and then you need to manage your time, because time is money. So whatever you can possibly start to delegate out, you want to make sure that you're doing that, and you want to make sure that you're using your budget very, very wisely.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Winnie. And I think the best thing that we can do right now is to send you over to Winnie's podcast channel and check it out at the letstalktechshow.com. We'll post these links in the comments after the show, so you'll be able to get access to that, and you get to know Winnie a little bit better. And I think you'll agree with me that she really knows her stuff, and she does a great job at simplifying the tech for those who are non-techie. And I definitely think that you'll want to replay this video and listen to this, at least one or two more times. I know I'm going to, just before I venture into launching my podcast. I'm definitely going to reference back to this and think about all the things that Winnie talked about before I actually get into launching the podcast. So how about everybody give Winnie some love, like it, love it. If you have any final questions for Winnie just before we close off, that would be great. But I want to thank you, Winnie, for being on the show. It's such a pleasure having you. And I really look forward to when we get together again the next time. And hopefully I'll have you on again. Maybe if you've got something brewing in the next 90 days, we'll have you on again just to discuss what's going on.
Happy to. Happy to. Thank you very, very much, John.
All right, so welcome back, and well, that wraps up the episode number 2 for the John A. McCabe Show, and it's just the beginning of season number 1. So be sure to like, share, and leave your comments about what you liked about today's show, or if you have any questions, that I can answer or Winnie can answer. I'll be glad to answer those. We'll be glad to answer those questions for you right here on Facebook. So what I want to end things up with is talking a little bit about coaching and masterminding. And we did mention some of that at the beginning and all the way through, talking to Winnie that you can't help but think about coaching or being involved in masterminds or getting some sort of assistance. But one of the most powerful tools in my arsenal is working with coaches and belonging to masterminds. I was just thinking about this the other day. I actually belong to 2 different masterminds right now and have 3 different coaches. As far as masterminds go, one I pay to be part of, and the other one I facilitate right here in the Entrepreneurs Incubator, where we film the show live. And I paid as much as $15,000 US per year to belong to masterminds, and pay upwards of $10,000 per day US to work with various coaches. Now, the reason I invest in coaches and masterminds is because I'm around people who are a lot smarter than me at the things that I'm doing, as well as what I'm not doing, because they're involved in different industries that I normally would be part of or have access to. So just being able to pay attention to how those people think, how they make their decisions, also being collectively in an environment or room with a coach or mastermind where you have anywhere from, say, 10 to 20 different people. I think it's all about, I think that, it's really means that each one of those people have, upwards 10, 20, 40 years of experience in what they do. And when you add that all up, it means like centuries of experience, knowledge, or information, life experience, wisdom, all in one place. So I cannot recommend that you get involved in some kind of coaching or consulting or mastermind yourself, either in your local area or seek out the help of coaches. And I'll do a very shameful plug. If you're interested in such a thing, then just send an email to me through john@ioffersolutions.com, or just leave me a private message, or just message me on Facebook. So the other thing I'd like to do is to thank you, the viewer, for joining with myself and Winnie. I'd also like to suggest that you begin the path of staying in touch with us by going to www.johnamccabe.com to get the show notes, downloads, all the links for today's show. So with that, please like, share, and comment on the show, etc. Tweet, Instagram it, take screenshots. It doesn't matter, just distributions is the queen of all. So send a video, with a tag to the show, or anything that you can do to spread the word about the show and the value you receive from it, the interviews, if you liked it. And if you don't like it, go ahead and send in some information as to what you'd like to see different. So go ahead and send it to john@ioffersolutions.com. But I want to thank you for being on the show today, Season 1, Episode 2, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.